There's our final full forecast before this snowy, cold, windy nor'easter comes our way. We are still looking for the start time to be during the evening hours tonight. It's going to be mostly light for the evening until about midnight, and then it turns heavier after midnight. Saturday morning is going to be bad just to be out and about here. It is windy. We'll have heavy snow, blowing snow, and we have some coastal flooding before dawn as well. And then during the afternoon, it ends early in the afternoon in places like Bridgeton or Upper Deerfield, but it won't end until about 5 or 6 o'clock in Long Beach Island or Seaside or getting up to Brick here, and they'll be blowing and drifting snow as we go throughout the evening. So we have winter weather alerts in effect, blizzard warnings for the coastal counties, including eastern Burlington County. This is our first blizzard warning since January of 2018. We have a winter storm warning in effect for Cumberland County and then along the New Jersey Turnpike corridor. This just came in this afternoon. We now have a coastal flood warning in effect for Cape May County during that AM high tide. That is to anticipate up to 9 or 12 inches of salt water on some of those roads. I think from Atlantic County on northward, it won't be as significant, and that's why we have that coastal flood advisory. Major impacts from Avalon all the way up north. I believe this area will see the greatest combination of winds and snow, and not to mention coastal flooding as well, but still high impact for a large portion of our area here. Hazardous driving Saturday morning especially. If you're thinking about going out on the roads, don't here. It will be better to do so on Sunday, and even still we'll have some problems there just with how much snow is going to fall. We go over to the high impact areas, and we look at those airport delays in Philadelphia and in Newark and even in Trenton. There will be significant delays Friday night into Saturday. I don't think it's going to be as extreme as what we'll see at ACY, where there's the potential for all the flights of the day to be postponed for another day. It's all because of this mix of warm Gulf air with cold Arctic air. They come together, they clash, they do battle, and we get this really strong low pressure system as a result. So here's our future radar. Light snow during the evening hours here. See a little bit of rain that could be possible in places like Upper Township and in Atlantic City here, but it's going to turn to snow quickly here. And by the time we get after midnight, that Arctic front with that little snow you saw before will meet up with the coastal storm. We're talking about a heavy driving snow throughout all the AM hours on Saturday, right up until about noontime here. And then that low pressure system starts to move away. Going to be a very strong system. Air pressure is equivalent of a Category 1 hurricane, and then we'll slowly taper off. So it should be ending again around 1 o'clock in places like Bridgeton or Upper Deerfield, 5 or 6 from LBI on up to Brick here in Ocean County, and then it pulls away fully as we go into the evening. It will be a cold Saturday night here. Low temperatures only in the low to upper teens, and wind chills around 0 for the evening hours as well. So here's my final forecast for you. 12 to 18 inches, and that's the same from earlier this morning, but I did extend it a little further west to about Mullica Township, getting down to Morris River, and then extending it down to just about Cape May Courthouse. Otherwise, it's 8 to 12 for places like Vineland, Hamilton, Fortescue, and Cape May, and 4 to 8 along that Turnpike corridor, and that includes Philadelphia as well. Getting more confident on that 12 to 18 here. Still a 20% risk of 18 to 24. Somewhere could squeak out more than 1.5 feet along the immediate shoreline, but I like my 12 to 18. For Millville, Hamilton, Plunstead, 8 to 12, yes. Lean a little bit on that lower end for those places, and that's because we're going to see that snowfall gradient set up somewhere, I think, along the Turnpike corridor just to the east here, and that does include some of these areas about 30 miles or so away from the Turnpike. Just to put this in context here, if we were to get 18 inches of snow at ACY, it would be our 4th largest 2-day event here, just falling behind some really historic storms. PD2, President's Day 2, because there was a PD1 back in 1979. President's Day has been a big weekend for snowstorms here. And over in Lower Township, I don't think we're cracking the top 4. I don't even think we're cracking the top 6 or 7 here. That's just because records do go back to the 1890s. Wind gusts are going to be strong during the afternoon hours in particular here, gusting up to 50 miles an hour for those places in orange, and that's why we're concerned about power outages and down trees as we go into our Saturday here with the weight of the snow and the winds. Coastal flooding, I still think we're going to be in minor stage for Cape May County despite the warning, but we'll be just teetering on moderate flood stage. Here's what I believe the flooding will look like here. Anywhere west of West Avenue and in Ocean City, we are talking about some water on those roads. That's what you see in blue. In Atlantic City, it's the usual spots. Melrose Avenue off the White Horse Pike, Bungalow Park, some flooding there. The Pikes, of course. And in Seaside, I think a little bit of water between the central avenues. I think it's more along Bay Boulevard. Here's our inland 7-day forecast for you. Freezing cold on Saturday. Temperatures in the 20s, low 20s, or even teens when it snows. That's why it's going to be a fine powdery snow with this. Not much melting on Sunday, although that snow will compact, but a good amount of melting as we go into next week here. Temperatures in the 50s on Wednesday and Thursday. We have full details on our website, full coverage on our website. You can also follow me on social media for the latest. We'll be back with you all night long.